Now, Africa's largest and most recognizable bird of prey, the vulture, is going into extinction. This perhaps is because the bird is said to be used for ritual purposes. Conservationists who participated at a workshop in Lagos are seeking viable alternatives to the use of the vultures. Theophilus Ilema, correspondent, has more on it.
6 of Africa's 11 vulture species, the continent's largest and most recognizable birds of prey, are now at the higher risk of extinction. This is according to the latest assessment of birds carried out by BirdLife International for the IUCN Red List of Threatened Species. One of the main causes of the drop in African vulture population is the use of vulture body parts in traditional medicine. The overall objective of the project is to combat illegal trade in Nigeria, which is seen as a source transit route and market hotspot for the trade, particularly in the northern and southwestern states. Now, their focus is on reducing the use of vulture parts by traditional healers, by promoting the use of viable alternative products in traditional medicines and through strengthened law enforcement.
They're being caught by traps, they're being shot, and they're being poisoned. And most of the reason here is just because of traditional medicinal purposes.
Nigeria has some wonderful animals, birds, plants that really need to be conserved. And the reason they need to be conserved is otherwise that, we will lose them. We will lose them forever, and that is absolutely tragic.
The decline of vultures' population is becoming alarming, as approximately 500 tons are trafficked monthly, ending up as derivatives used in traditional medicine. The bird is widely sourced from northern Nigeria to meet the demands in southwest Nigeria for traditional medicinal purposes.
It is illegal to kill vultures because they are protected species in Nigeria. Most people don't know. So we need actual active enforcement of the laws that prevent the hunting and the trade in vultures.
A lot of conservation attention, specifically when it comes to the illegal wildlife trade, is focused on the more charismatic species, as is a lot of conservation effort and donor funding. But vultures kind of get put on the sideline, and they also deserve the attention alongside the other species.
Traditional medicine practitioners here have resolved to use alternative sources rather than vultures.
The alternative to vultures are plant-based materials that is very, very effective in the treatment of various ailments that they use vulture or animal parts for.
These stakeholders collectively blamed the government for poor legislation on the conservation of wildlife. They noted that there is failure in the effective implementation of extant laws to protect them. Theophilus Ilema, TVC News, Lagos.
Well, Theophilus, who's been following this story, joins us now for more on the development. It's interesting, the extinction of vultures, Theophilus, and we had the traditional medicine practitioners in your report saying that they will go for alternatives. What more do you think is being done to ensure that this resonates across board with those who already use the vulture meat?
All right, thank you very much, Difemi. Now, the NCF are trying to see how they can take this to the next level and go across board in such a way that this poaching of vultures do not go beyond what it is now. As it is, the vulture species is going into extinction, and it's a huge concern for a lot of people because there are three purposes for the reasons they take vultures, and the reason it's going into extinction. One of it is poaching, the other one is poisoning, and the third one is for medicinal use. Now, the third one is what is the major cause of the extinction, because in some parts of Nigeria, vulture is gold because it is being used for various things, especially in the northern part of the country, and it's being shipped to the southwest and other parts of the country for medicinal purposes. And so to get a vulture for medicinal purposes is quite expensive, and so it's like hot cake. And so this the NCF is trying to see and try to create ways do it in such a way that the vultures will not be in extinction, and traditional medicine practitioners will not use the species for medicinal purposes, because it's causing a huge lot of problem with the ecosystem and with the animal system as well, such that the species is going totally out of extinction, and it's a big problem and it's a huge concern.
We'll look forward to the implementation of extant law for the conservation of wildlife. Thank you, Theophilus Elema.